Hey, welcome. My name's Kish Kash. I represent Sneakerness. I represent the All City show on Soho Radio, which is my hip hop show, and a few other little things that I do. But primarily right now, I want to give a shout out to Footshop for inviting me to talk about my top 5 hype kicks. But the thing is, that's just too regular for me because I'm just one of those really sort of like high maintenance individuals. I never go with the brief. These guys are tearing their hair out and going, what a diva that I am. And it's understandable, but I'm not ashamed about it, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna give you my top 5 kicks that should be hype. You know, so we're taking it on a curveball. And it's not even my top 5 kicks of all time. It's not even anything like that. These are the 5 shoes, the 5 sneakers, the 5 crepes, kicks, whatever you want to call them, that I feel should actually be deserving of more due than they currently are. Okay, so we're just gonna break it down, okay? So right here, Mizuno are on an excellent program right now. I mean, due diligence has been applied. You know, these guys are just bringing it to the next level, as you'd expect for a Japanese brand. I mean, details are everything to the Japanese, and it's just absolutely wonderful and inspirational that we have people like that. So when it comes to retros, Mizuno are taking it, really are. This is the Wave Rider 1 OG, and I've compared it to an original, as have everyone at Mizuno, because that's the model that I compared it to, that they had on in the archive. And it's virtually a 1-for-1 reproduction of the original. This shoe, the shape, the colors, the blocking, it really is something. It really is. This is a sensational shoe. And they've also got a collaboration program in effect right now. And they've done a wonderful one with Mita. Then they followed that up with an incredible one that Hikmet designed for Highsnobiety. And then finally, the most recent one has been with La MJC, you know, that Michael Duponi has created as well. And all 3 of those are exceptional as well. But the thing is, it was tight with the collaborations because, you know, if you know everyone involved, it's like, oh, you thought his one was better than my one, and you get into the whole that political game, right? And the thing is, nothing ever really beats the OG. So that's why the OG Wave Rider 1 is a beautiful thing. Check it out. And look at the little fade, you know, that you get going on right there. So I can't wait to see what else Mizuno's got planned. This is the Highsnobiety Diodora N9002 that was designed by Hikmet, formerly of Soulbox. So, you know, get the little card, but anyway, that's not the point. But the thing is, you can see from the lid on the box that these guys are going in. Then you got the inspiration that Hikmet took, which is this tower in what used to be called West Berlin. And these are the extra insoles that you get with the collaboration. And even the tissue paper's got the double collab on the tissue paper, so you get the Highsnobiety and get the Diodora in there. But check this out. I mean, made in Italy. You know, arguably one of the best places that anyone can manufacture anything. Made in Italy has that certain sort of, you know, resonance of like, you know, next level, you know, consideration. And look at the colors, look at the blocking, look at the shape and the materials. You've got suede, you've got kangaroo, and you've got nubuck, all in one shoe. Then you've got 3M pops, boom, boom. And the colors just look beautiful, they really do. They look like, I don't know, a peach peppermint gelato. These are wicked, so dope. So, I don't know how many people are talking about these, but I am. This is a superior shoe to the Skyline 2, and it's done nothing. It's been dead. It's DOA, dead on arrival. It's the Span 2. This is the original color blocking. This is the OG color. There've been some phenomenal ones that have come out. There've been I think two or three OG versions, and then a lot of other retro colors. This is the OG. My boy Danny wore these back in the day, and back in the day, if your boy wore it, you couldn't wear it, otherwise you was biting their style. So I've waited for the opportunity when I could actually wear this shoe, and now I can. This is part of the recrafted range from Nike, where they're trying to take it, you know, pretty much close to a one-to-one representation from the original. They've got it close, not quite, but they've got it close, and it's good enough. But that shoe, for me, is just what's, you know, I don't know, it just has that sort of affinity for the sort of New York 90s sort of thrown down style, you know, that kids used to wear running around in the street when they weren't wearing basketball kicks, just a, you know, a pair of kicks they throw on just to run around in the street when they weren't trying to flex. But the thing is, this shoe is amazing. And if you think about it, the color blocking, have a think about it. What does it remind you of? It came out a few years later, and it's, you know, arguably one of the best running shoes of all time. But Volt Pops, it's grey, it's black. Have a think on that one. This was advanced for the time. Then we got this. Now, New Balance for me, when it comes to making shoes, few can better them, seriously. It's a family-run company still, and that sort of ethos permeates through their philosophy, and everyone who I've ever met at New Balance has been a you know, very commendable person, you know, a very good representation of what a human being should be. Other brands, it's a mixed bag, but with New Balance, I ain't met anyone who's a dud yet. This shoe here, there's only 75 pairs of these. This is in collaboration with Aries, which is a fashion label, a street fashion label from here that's created by Sophia, who used to be one half of Silas. If you remember Silas back in the day, it was one of the original skate labels which formed out of Slam City Skates. And prior to that, it was formed out of a label called Holmes. And Holmes was the original Slam City Skates side brand. And then Holmes morphed into Silas, and now Sophia has begun Aries, which primarily started as a female sort of streetwear fashion sort of label, but dudes such as myself and others were like, yo, we want to wear this stuff, it looks so dope. And she's now starting to make men's versions as well. So this came out at the Aries pop-up store, which was about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and they did it with New Balance. The color pops are dope. The 990 is just an incredible shoe. It was ahead of its time because now this is getting its props because the whole dad shoe phenomenon is happening, and this is that shoe. You know, it wasn't a Nike Monarch, you know, it was this shoe. You know, this is the shoe that like Steve Jobs wore. This is the shoe that Larry David wears. You know, two of the most iconic figures of our era, who have you know, transformed the landscape in different ways. Larry David is just one of the best entertainers, without question. His humor is so dry but so observational. And Steve Jobs, rest in peace. I mean, he really has shaped our lives more than probably anyone on the planet right now. So you know, and this is the Aries 990. I think it's the version 3. Yeah, it's the version 3. Okay, so yeah, boom, subtle. Only 75 pairs of these bad boys, so I was very lucky to get them. Okay, so I've got to shout out to Jaga for this. What he's doing with Adidas, he's a voice of reason within Adidas, and the sort of programs that he's been involved in have been super dope. And this bad boy is an exclusive for the Adidas store in Hanbury Street in East London. There's only 100 pairs of this color and 100 pairs of the total gray color. Okay, this is the Adidas Temper. This shoe, in terms of its paneling, let me get it right, and shape, etc., it was ahead of its time. It really wasn't that well received, you know, back in the day in terms of a fashion aesthetic. In terms of running though, it had its props. But the thing is, it's funny how certain designs, you know, after an amount of time, sort of, you know, retain a sort of contemporary aesthetic. Maybe these were too advanced for the time. Now they can be appreciated. They sit so well within what we're dealing with right now. They look great. I mean, the details, the over paneling, etc. It's just insane, you know. But yeah, I guess Adidas was a little ahead on this one, but now it's receiving its due. But this is a dope shoe. There's only 100 pairs of these. I had people hitting me up from all over going, yo, Kish, can you get them? Can you get them for me? And I was doing a lot of runs to the post office, let's just say, okay? People need to have this shoe, and the true connoisseurs knew what this was and what this is and what it represents, and hopefully they're happy. Cool, so that is my top 5. But I can't be done with a top 5 really, because I'm that kind of guy, and I think 7 is my lucky number, right? So I've got 2 bonus picks for you. And for me, Asics, you know, they're going through a bit of a lull at the moment. undeservedly so or deservedly so. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, things go in cycles, etc. And right now, Asics on a bit of a down, but I think they deserve to win because what they're doing, the way they're doing things, it's very well considered. So we got 2 of these bad boys. Okay, so right now, Asphalt Gold, one of the best sneaker stores in Germany, did a collaboration. And when this came through the door, this was super unexpected. I was like, well, what's in this massive, huge cardboard box? Take this out of the huge cardboard box. What do we got? We got a cake tin. And I was like, wow, that is some packaging. Because basically, you know, it's got these beautiful bad boys in them. Shoes so dope, you really think you could eat them. It's got the waffle pattern here, the colors are just popping. Inspired by the Art Nouveau movement that happened in Germany back in, I think, the 1930s. But the colors are gorgeous. And you know, when you see some retros and they take inspiration from prior ones, this one here, I haven't seen color blocking or these colors like this on a previous shoe. So that makes it special. The details make it special. The materials make it special. What it celebrates makes it special. And the packaging is off the books. So all around, this is a special thing, it really is. Shout outs to the Asphalt Gold crew for this, that you really are setting the levels, you know. But yeah, the packaging, come on, yo. These definitely look good to eat. And then finally, this next one's Asics as well, and it's just, it's pretty insane, actually. These arrived literally yesterday. So you'll understand why I had to do the 2 bonus picks, because this is hard body. I mean, you open this up, and what'd you get? You get a pair of Asics Gel, which for me are one of the best retros of recent years. Such an avant-garde looking shoe. It's like a Footscape on steroids. I have to say, Asics killed it. Not many people are appreciating this shoe. You know what? I'm not seeing many people wearing it. Is that a good thing? No, not for Asics. Is it a good thing for me? Yeah, because not everyone's wearing the same flex as me. So I stand out a little bit. And it's a true connoisseur's choice, this. So you got this shoe right here. And then it comes with the G-Shock. And of course, we know how tough G-Shocks are. Got a swatch on as well. They're my 2 favorite brands of watches, you know. But yeah. So there we have it. Completely off-piste, you know, with my top 7. So I'm top 5 retros for this year, including my 2 bonus picks. I hope you enjoy. And bless up to the guys from Footshop for giving me the shout. And my boy Ross Wilson as well, who they caught up in Bath as well. That's my G right there. So yo, peace out, people.